This is called the Brettzel. It helps with opening up the anterior chain. The anterior chain is the front side of the body. Posterior chain, back side. Anterior chain, front side. Okay, we're gonna look at opening up specifically through the shoulder, pec, this whole front line, the abs, the hip flexors, the quads, okay? This whole anterior chain, this is probably the most effective, efficient stretch that I can find for all of this in one. What you need to do, this is a terrible problem, but what you need to do in this is get yourself comfortably positioned on something to support your neck, okay? Again, this is a poor demonstration. If you have a foam roller, that'd be great, but what I don't want is your head to be hanging and any tension created up in the neck region. So, get yourself comfortably supported on the head, okay? You're gonna get into this side lying position. The first thing you're gonna do is your top leg, you're gonna bring it up to just a little past 90 if you can. You're gonna hook that arm into that leg, okay? You wanna get a good meaty grip in here to keep it secure because you're gonna start to create tension once you're in the position. The bottom leg is gonna get hooked here. This, for some of us, is a challenge in itself, okay? If you cannot hook and if you're just barely and you're messing up the whole shape trying to grab the toe, then get a towel and loop it around the ankle because we really want you here locked into the ankle instead. And then what you're doing, and hopefully you can see this, is drawing that leg back, okay? So that now if you were to look at me from above, you can tell that that bottom knee, hip, shoulder, all of this is in line. And as I grab this, I've got a lot of anterior tension, so I'm already rolling open. I want to see if I can just find this and be sort of towards the ground with both my front and back leg. Once I get into this position, the objective here is to roll the shoulder open, find that shoulder pec stretch, and then get this nice side body opening as well, okay? And depending on where you're the tightest is where you're gonna feel it the most. So I feel some quad, I feel some back going on, okay? Some mid, upper back, some oblique, and it's all good as long as I'm relaxed in the head, and then the breath is the king, right? Central nervous system commands by breath work. So in through the nose, out through the nose. We're gonna try to find our end range. Don't force it, just see where you get stuck. And you're gonna hold and breathe about 5 or 6 times. Longer exhales than inhales. So I'll go here and I'll give you the demo. You can see, I don't know if you can see, hopefully you can see, I'm dramatically opening in that breath. Deepening the stretch. I've even got some piriformis and IT stretch going on here. And when I get to a comfortable after about 5 breaths, into the belly, not into the chest. Remember, practice your crocodile breathing before this, so you can pull that in easily. I'm opening, all the things are loosening up, I'm getting more rotation. I'm gonna back this off a little bit on the rotation in the upper body, and I'm gonna focus on the lower half by driving tension into my legs. So this leg is gonna try to pull down and take this top arm with me, but I'm gonna keep it securely fastened. If I need to, I can grab underneath, but I recommend you try staying on top and just hook in there. The bottom leg's gonna try to extend pretty aggressively, okay? So pushing away as much as we can, creating all of this tension in the lower half, but remember, you're not winning with the legs, you're keeping it securely fastened, and then relaxing off the tension, and now, back to my breath, back to my rotation, and I actually feel a little bit better here, okay? All right, sweet, so, long demonstration video, but you need to spend some time there. And of course, we're going through a whole pattern and the body works in these fascial crosses. So do the other side and then see what you find as far as discrepancies, because it should be very similar once you set everything up in your rotation. If you feel like you're stiff, then obviously spend some more time on that one side, go through all the stuff. PNF, where we're fighting, trying to drive the legs away, creating that tension, the calm, relaxed breath, make sure we're supported, etc., etc. All right, Brettzel.